Scientists just discovered a 2 billion-year-old nuclear reactor that changes everything. Scientists have stunned the entire globe by revealing the existence of a 2 billion-year-old nuclear reactor. So, where exactly is this old nuclear power reactor hidden? Who built it and how does it work? Want to know everything about scientists' latest discovery of a 2 billion-year-old nuclear reactor? Well, stay tuned to our channel till the end. Reactors are the nerve centers of nuclear power plants. They are responsible for containing and regulating the nuclear chain reactions that generate heat via the physical process of fission. The steam produced by the boiler is then used to turn a turbine, which generates electricity. Neutrons have the ability to split atoms in half, releasing more neutrons than when they do so. It's called a chain reaction when something like this happens. Atoms release a lot of heat energy as they fission during the chain reaction. A circulating fluid, typically water, is used to extract the generated heat from the reactor. It is possible to produce steam from this heat, and the steam can then be used to power turbines that turn generators to produce electricity. Nuclear reactors can run non-stop for months or even years without being shut down for maintenance or repairs, regardless of the season or the temperatures outside. In other words, you won't have to spend any extra money on batteries to keep energy stored for times when you won't be able to use your regular power source. Even nuclear reactors have a lengthy lifespan. They have an attainable maximum lifespan of 80 years. Uranium is used extensively as nuclear reactor fuel. The elements plutonium and thorium are also used as fuels. For 40 years, France mined uranium in Gabon to supply electricity to France and other European countries. The uranium deposit, however, is depleted at this time, and mining operations have ceased. The current activities there are a mining reclamation, but Oklow's claim to having the first nuclear reactor in the world cannot be denied. In reality, Oklo was home to 17 nuclear power plants. Respected physicists might not be wrong in claiming that the uranium wasn't mined from the ground. As of now, 0.72% of all naturally occurring uranium is uranium-235. So if you were to extract uranium from the Earth's crust, rocks from the moon, or meteorites, you could bet that this is exactly what you would find. In most uranium rocks, however, there isn't enough uranium to sustain a nuclear chain reaction. Scientists needed to determine how the conditions at Oklo allowed for a chain reaction to occur and, more importantly, how much energy was generated by the naturally occurring nuclear reactor there. 100 kilowatts is enough to light up about 1,000 standard light bulbs. However, it does sound impressive, but a commercially pressed boiling water reactor nuclear power plant only produces about 1,000 megawatts, which is only enough to light up about 10 million standard light bulbs. There are natural reactors that have been running reliably for up to 1 million years, having started up on their own around 2 billion years ago. Other than that, these Gabon reactors have safely contained tons of radioactive products generated by nuclear fission for 2 billion years. All of the natural reactors have been wiped out by mining activities, which is a real bummer. There are currently very few samples available for scientists to study. Researchers are still trying to figure out what makes the reactors operate on their own. About 2 billion years ago, in a layer of marine sandstone in the Franceville Basin, the uranium gap began to form. The uranium-bearing minerals were likely dispersed throughout the lower portion of the sandstone layer before the sandstone was infused with oxygen, as evidenced by the presence of uranium in the sandstone. About 2 billion years ago, when sea levels were higher, the uranium-bearing minerals were dissolved and the uranium concentration in several deposits near the top of the sandstone layer increased. Since fission could have begun at 10% uranium concentration, the Oklo nuclear reactors fulfilled 2 of the 4 requirements for the development of a natural nuclear fission reactor 2 billion years ago. There was a lot of water and there was a lot of uranium. The natural nuclear reactors in Gabon have impressed scientists due to their remarkable preservation for over 2 billion years of geologic time. So, what do you think about these nuclear reactors? Let us know in the comments below. And that's all for today's video. We hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more, and thanks for watching.